Aquarius, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at The Love Messages. So today we will be doing a reading for you for the first week of May. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be links in the description box for a private reading with me if you so choose. Aquarius, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge for the first week of May is the Ace of Swords, okay? And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands upright, okay? So your biggest challenge for the first week of May, Aquarius, is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is very much connected to getting clear on something, getting clarity, gaining clarity, getting clarity, really just trying to get clear on things. Now, the Ace of Swords here, we see a cat getting their nails cut. We all know that cats don't like when their nails get cut. They don't like it. So there's something here that you don't like. You don't like the fact that you don't really know what's going on. You don't like the fact that you aren't clear on something. Okay, this is something that's been really bothering you. It is a part of your challenge. We're going to see why it's your challenge when we clarify in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Knight of Swords. You have this beautiful card with a cat in the box with an arrow pointing that way. And you also have a cat here that has turned its back onto other cats. So some of you have turned your back on somebody here, maybe in the past. Maybe you stopped talking to a group of friends. You stopped dealing with certain people here in the past. Some of you cut somebody off here in the past, and you chose to maybe separate yourself from this person. Some of you are dealing with someone who is toxic here in the past. That could be also the case too. Of course, we're going to clarify this and get more information in a moment. Now, in the present moment, Aquarius, you have this beautiful card here that is outside playing. So a lot of you are outside playing, enjoying your life. Some of you are at the beach. Maybe you're walking on the boardwalk. You have the Hermit and you have the King of Wands. So in the present moment, there's a lot of this reflecting energy. There's a lot of this, I just want to enjoy myself. I want to take a walk. I want to have fun. I want to do my thing here. So I feel like in the present moment, this could be somebody that you're dealing with, somebody that you are flirting with, playing with. I don't know. We're going to see when we clarify. In the near future, you have the Page of Cups, you have the Knight of Pentacles, and you have this beautiful cat here that is playing with the toilet paper. All the toilet paper is off the roll. It's, when cats get into that crazy play mode, that's what's happening here in the near future. So we're going to clarify all the cards. We're going to see what is going on for you. Let's clarify your challenge. Okay, so your challenge, Aquarius, the Ace of Swords, is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. You have the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, okay? So your challenge here has a lot to do with a relationship, okay? A relationship that you're involved in. Sun, moon, or rising, okay? Relationship that you're involved in. There's a couple of stories here that I have. The first one is either somebody is offering you an opportunity to be in a relationship with them, or you're reevaluating a relationship that you're currently in right now. And a lot of you want the truth and you want to know if somebody here is being honest with you within the relationship. Is this person being honest? Are they truthful? Are they talking to other people? Do they have my best interest at heart? Should I give this person a chance? Should I not give this person a chance? Should I remain in this relationship with this person? So there's a lot of questions swirling through your mind and you're trying to determine if this is the person for you. A lot of you don't want to waste your time. You're tired of wasting your time. And a lot of you are seeing red red flags within a relationship, okay? This is what you don't see coming when it comes to your challenge. There are going to be some red flags there, and it's really important that you don't ignore those red flags, because those are the pieces of information that you need to make a very educated decision, okay? And lately, what I've been saying on the channel for all the signs, what we've been talking about is we've been talking about not listening to what people say, okay? And I'm not saying be rebellious. I mean, you're rebellious at heart, of course, because you're an Aquarius. But we need to also look at people's actions and what people are doing, because saying one thing, saying things doesn't mean it equals to doing, okay? A lot of the things that are needed to be heard and to really get answers is through symbology. Symbology is a really, really, really important theme, especially when making decisions and trying to figure out your life in general. So I am essentially getting here that a lot of you need to look at the signs, look at the actions that this person's doing within the connection, and it's really going to determine what really is truly happening. And this is what a lot of you are having a challenge with at this time. It's going to be a big part of your challenge first week of May. Okay. So let's talk about the recent past. I'm going to clarify all the cards. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Wands. So in the recent past, there was a lot of movement and there was also a lot of communication. This beautiful card of this cat chewing up this box is clarified by the Eight of Swords. You have the Two of Swords and you have the Four of Swords. So in the recent past, you closed yourself off from someone here in the recent past. And the reason why you closed yourself off to this person was because you may have felt that you needed time on your own. There were certain things in your life, Aquarius, in the past that you were going through that really affected you on a really personal level, on a deep level. And it almost felt as if you were really being challenged here in the past in your life. A lot of you went through major, major changes here in the past with Pluto entering into your sign. Ever since Pluto has entered into your sign, it really has transformed your life, and it has forced you to recognize the things that you need to let go of and the things that you need to block out of your life. So essentially in the past, I feel you isolated yourself. You really tried to get clear on your mental health, your well-being, resting, healing, recouping your energy in the past. That's what I feel a lot of you did. So essentially you closed yourself off. And it's almost as if you weren't seeing something for what it was. It's almost as if you were going through something, but you couldn't really understand why you were going through that in the past. And that's why you needed time on your own. Maybe you needed to separate yourself or isolate yourself for that very reason here in the past. You also have the, I was about to say the Three of something, but there's three cats here. And what I'm seeing here, since we're on the trajectory of symbology, we're not speaking just through words, but through symbols. These cats here have their back turned on the other cat, and the other cat doesn't know why. Or maybe the other cat has stopped associating. Some of you have stopped associating with certain people in your life. So that is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. Some of you, right away, what I get, very specific message. Some of you, you're going to resonate. Others of you may not. Some of you were dealing with a friend or friends here in the past that told you this new love that you were getting involved with isn't for you. You shouldn't start this new love or this new thing that you were starting. I feel like it's new love that happened for many of you here in the past. A lot of you rushed towards new love here in the past, and you had this idea in the past that you were going to hold on to this love. But there's something here that was coming to your attention, possibly from other people. There was maybe some gossip here. I'm getting gossip energy. It had a lot to do with new love. So a lot of you had this idea of no matter what happens, I'm going to hold on to this new love. I'm going to make it work. But you didn't see eye to eye with specific people. And this is why you removed yourself from these friends or the specific people, because they didn't see your vision here in the past. The Knight of Swords also is you. You rushed into something very quickly here with the Knight of Swords energy. And as you rushed into the situation, a lot of you didn't see the situation for what it truly was here, but there was a choice or a decision that may needed to have been made. Finally, I got it. So the 8 of Cups here in the past is indicating that a lot of you disconnected from a situation. So yeah, it's almost as if something here wasn't satisfying you, wasn't making you happy, and you may have felt that you deserve it better. You deserved more, something better here in the past, okay? So I do feel in the past here, you may have walked away, or somebody here that you were dealing with walked away. Somebody here walked away in the past because of the indecisiveness, because something here wasn't clear, okay? And this is why a lot of you said, you know what? I'm going to just move away from the situation. I need to go within, figure out what is important to me. And this is what a lot of you did here in the past. A lot of confusing energy, a lot of uncertainty here in the past. Now, let's talk about the present moment. So let's clarify all the cards. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands. So the energy here of this cat walking on the boardwalk, walking on the beach, that's you, maybe enjoying yourself. A lot of you want to know why you were rejected by a specific person. I feel like a specific person came into your life. You may have offered love or vice versa. And you want to understand why this person's rejected you or why this person acts like they're not interested in you. Essentially, some of you are trying to make sense of why a situation in your life has come to an end. I'm also getting with the Page of Swords energy here, you want answers. And we talked about that as your challenge. You want answers in terms of why certain things are happening at this time for you, especially connected to an ending in the present moment. I do feel with the Knight of Wands, this is a fire sign energy. Could be a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries that you're dealing with. That is clarified by the 8 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, and the 9 of Pentacles. So essentially here, what I'm getting in the present moment for many of you, there is some sort of communication that will be coming in from somebody here that you haven't spoken to for quite some time. The reason why somebody here in the present moment is rejecting the other person is because there's a couple of reasons. The first reason is because somebody has very high standards in the present moment. Very high expectation, very high standards. I see 10:06 on the clock. You're going to want to check out what 10:06 means in angel numbers. There could be an important message there for you. If somebody can comment below, if they could be so kind enough to comment below what the 10:06 represents. Whoever does do that, I will pin the comment and I will like your comment so that everybody can get the message in terms of what that means for them in the present moment. So in the present moment, somebody here is just doing their thing. They're very independent, financially well off. Finances aren't an issue for them. 7 of Wands here is talking about values. It's talking about maintaining these values, maintaining this way of life. And if this other person that you're dealing with doesn't match up with that energy, and this is why a lot of you have, you've cut your certain friends off, certain environments, certain people, because they're not matching up or aligning with your vision and what you want for yourself. And it makes it so much more difficult to achieve things in life if the person or people that you're dealing with are not on that frequency. So the reason why somebody here is rejecting the other person and why it seems like things are coming to an end is because this person is not on the same wavelength. And you see, when two people are not on the same wavelength, it repels. You repel this person. So a lot of you want answers as to why this isn't working, why they ghosted, why they didn't talk to you, why, et cetera, et cetera. It's because this person has a very high level of values and they have a very high level of what they want for themselves. This is what they are ultimately looking at, okay? Now you also have the Hermit. And the Hermit is a card of reflection. So the message here in the present moment for many of you who are questioning your reality and what's happening is it's time to reflect. And that piece of information that I just gave you is really going to help you to reflect on what it is that you need to know. Now you have the King of Cups, the 3 of Cups, and the King of Swords. When you reflect on this situation, you will reconcile with this person. But you first have to realize why they left, why they ghosted, why they ended things with you. And again, this could be you or your person. Just put the story in the energy that you need it to resonate with you, okay? So there is a reconciliation on the horizon for you coming back together with this person. Even though it seems like it's done, I don't think it's done. I think that there is a possibility here of reconciliation. One of the things that I did mention to most of the signs, Gemini and Libra, Venus, which is ruled by Taurus, which is connected to Taurus and Libra, she's having a new cycle. She is in the energy of Aries, which means a new beginning. So a new beginning is possible here for you and this person, but there will need to be a lot of reflection. There needs to be reflection. Are you and this person on the same wavelength? If you're not, if this person has a certain vision and you don't see that vision, that's the reason why it doesn't work. And this is the reason why you're questioning it, okay? So a lot of reflection is needed in the present moment to truly make sense of this situation. And this is what's gonna help you to possibly reconcile and come back together with this person moving forward, if that's something you so choose, okay? So let's talk about the near future. I'm gonna clarify all the cards, what's going on for Aquarius in the near future. Ooh, card popped out. Bottom of the deck, you have the 10 of Cups. So there is a possibility here in the end for happiness and fulfillment. However, there's certain things that you need to be prepared for in the future. And these are the things that you need to be prepared for. You have the Page of Cups, which is a card of, let's just talk about this card for a second. Take a look at it. It's a cat in a toilet. Doing what? Drinking the water from the toilet? I don't know. That's what I see there. So there's an argument or there's a conflict because somebody maybe is doing what they're not supposed to be doing. There's a lot of worry here in the near future. I think what I see here for you in the near future that you need to be prepared for is a lot of you are worried that you're going to confront this person. There will be some form of a conflict, and this conflict is very much needed. And the reason why this conflict is very much needed, Aquarius, is because, like I said, when it comes to your love life, and I feel like this is in regards to your love life, and of course it can be in regards to your career and other areas of your life, take it as it resonates. Whatever is worrying you in the near future causes a conflict. And it causes a conflict because somebody here wants to address something here that's bothering them. They've come to a realization that something here is bothering them. This could be you, and you want to address it. When you address it, something here comes to light. Everything that you thought and you believed starts to show up. And you are going to say to yourself, I knew it. There's something here that you knew, and when it finally comes to light, you're going to say to yourself, I knew it. And this is why there's a conflict, because the truth comes out, you find out the truth, you come to a realization, 5 of Wands and Judgment. And truthfully, when you find out the truth, you're going to say to yourself, I knew it. Why didn't I listen to my intuition? Why didn't I listen to that inner voice? And listen, you need to go through this. As nasty as it may be, you need to go through it. You know why? Because this is confirmation. This is self-affirmed confirmation that your intuition is highlighted. Your intuition is working full-time. It is. So why aren't you listening to your intuition? The conflict is a conduit to you recognizing the inner voice that you have working for yourself. You are going to end up slowly disconnecting from something here in the near future because it causes you pain, 3 of Swords. And you knew that this was going to happen. I do feel this is with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay. Could also be an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You end up disconnecting from this person because you realize their true nature and what is going on. Now, the good thing here for you is that you are fighting the situation in some way, shape, or form. There's a lot of games here in the near future, but the good thing here is Venus is having her new break. She's having her new beginning, the Fool and the Empress. So a lot of you are going to be moving into a new direction completely. I feel like you have nothing to lose in the near future. When you completely move away from a person who hurts you or causes you pain, you're going to end up meeting the person that you're meant to be with. You're going to end up meeting somebody who you're going to marry and you're going to be with, that you're going to enjoy your life and have a good time with. But a lot of you have to recognize and listen to your intuition, because your intuition is really going to set you on the right path, even though sometimes our intuition tells us things that we don't want to hear. Maybe your inner voice was telling you, you know what? That person isn't for you. Aquarius, that person isn't for you, but I like them. They look good. They're going to make my life better. They're going to make everything right. You know, so a lot of you are learning to listen to your intuition, and you're going to be embarking on a new direction, new beginning. And what you're starting to create, manifest, is a new beginning in love. And this is what's coming into your life. This is what you don't see coming, okay, in the near future. So let's get some advice. Boom, boom, boom. What a reading. Let's get some advice for you, Aquarius. Okay, that's too many cards. Let's get some advice for you. Your biggest piece of advice here is the Seven of Swords. You have the Devil and you have the Six of Pentacles. So your biggest piece of advice here for you, Aquarius, is to recognize when you're giving to a situation that is not healthy for you. There's certain situations in your life that you're really extremely generous. Some of you are over giving to a situation that really you are catering to a situation that's unhealthy for you. So your biggest piece of advice here is to look at situations, people, environments, friends, partners in your life and ask yourself, is this a toxic situation? Is this a situation that's unhealthy for me? Is this a situation where I don't feel safe? Is this a situation where I feel taken advantage of? And if the answer is yes, then you really need to think about where you're putting your energy. Your biggest piece of advice is to put your energy towards things that are in alignment with your vision and what you want. And most importantly, while you're doing all of that, make sure you're listening to that inner voice, because your inner voice is going to tell you what is happening in the future. You're a very smart sign. You are one of the most brilliant signs of the zodiac. You are brilliant. You are ingenious. You are somebody who is innovative. Really tap into those energies. Don't just go along with something because it's something to go along with. Ask yourself, am I giving to a situation that is valuable? Am I giving to a situation that is a part of my vision? Am I giving to a situation that is in alignment with what I want? And most importantly, am I giving to a situation that is healthy for me? And if all the answers are no, then you really need to pull your energy back and look at what you're pouring your energy into and ask yourself if it truly is for you. And if the answer is no, it's very important that you honor that moving forward, okay? So that's going to be your biggest piece of advice, Aquarius. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.